Shanti. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. In this moment of silence, I reflect on my life's journey that brought to this moment. I am thankful for the chapters that have unfolded, each one contributing to the tapestry of my life. Today, I stand at the doorway of a happy ending, and I offer my heartfelt appreciation for the lessons learned, the growth experience, and the strength gained. I recognize that every ending is a gateway to a new beginning. Just as the setting sun marks the close of one day, it paves the way for the dawn of a new one. I embrace the beauty of closure, understanding that it is not just an ending, but a transition, a turning point that propels me into a fresh chapter. I realize that my life's journey has been made richer and meaningful because the benevolent one, the one loving God, has been with me every inch of the way. He has granted me the wisdom to appreciate the richness of my past, for it will continue to shape me and prepare me for the wonderful possibilities that lie ahead. He enabled me to see myself as I truly am. Let this happy ending be a source of inspiration, igniting the flame of hope within my heart. With gratitude, I release any burdens or regrets, fears and sorrow, allowing the winds of change and God's power to carry them away. As I embark on this new beginning, I know He fills me with courage, resilience, and sense of purpose, so that I may approach the unknown with an open heart, with eagerness to discover the gifts that the future holds. I see myself continuing to take guidance for every step, for the Divine One illuminates the path before me. As I look forward with great happiness, I feel in this moment your beacon of light and power, attracting positivity and abundance in my life. You allowed me to experience the joy that radiates from me so that I may touch the lives of others. and of this world, thus creating a ripple effect of positivity in this divine space of silence. I offer my intentions for a happy ending and a new beginning. May God continue to bless us with the strength to embrace change, the wisdom to learn from every experience, and the grace to move forward with an open and grateful heart. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. I am peace.
Good afternoon once again to all of you, our viewers, both in Zoom, in Facebook, and also those who are here with us at our inner space. Remember last second Saturday of January, we also had our opening salvo, meaning we welcome for the first time, for the first schedule of conversations with two guests, very interesting guests, to talk about and to be with us, to expand on the topic, which was farther and beyond. So today, this second and last Saturday conversation for the month, we have also a very interesting guest with us. And she has been out for some time from our site, but she has always been there, according to her, joining our sessions, but just out in another, not another dimension, but in another platform. She was just watching. So, friends, I would like to welcome all of you and say good afternoon, good evening, good morning, the different time zones where you are all in. You know, farther and beyond is bringing us beyond right now to get more people engaged with looking at spirituality and making an impact in our own lives. So, with us to exchange energy right now and give her thoughts and share her experience, her rich experience in life, I'd like to welcome lively, lovely, and loveful Leah Chavez. Leah?
Thank you. Good afternoon, Miss Ella. Good afternoon, viewers from different parts of the world and my FB Live because I turn it on my FB Live.
Yes, welcome, my dear Leah.
Yeah,
It's been a long,
been a
long time. Okay. Thank
Correct,
you
correct.
for
coming over.
saying yes to our invitation this time. And I'm sure our viewers will be very happy to see your own thoughts, no? See,
Yeah.
which is
And
beyond.
here,
That is not just seeing, but going beyond what you see with your eyes. and what you can hear and all.
Correct.
So this time, I would like also to ask you to welcome our very, very good friend. Now she's already flying right now, flying with her wings to bring us the joy of this new year and give us more of her insights on what is to come for all of us. Let us all welcome Tensi Villia, the flying angel. I saw it.
Good afternoon, friends, here and abroad.
Yes.
Thank you very much for being with us once again this afternoon. Uh, we're now very close to the end of the first month of the year.
And 26 days away from the first day of the new year.
Yes.
Right? So, ang bilis ng panahon.
Oo nga.
I know.
So fast, you know? So, how many pages have you written for the month of January?
I suppose 26.
So you're doing a daily
Yes.
journal. That's wonderful. That's
Uh-huh.
wonderful.
I think all of us should when we can.
Yes,
If we
yes.
can.
Yeah.
That is to keep us abreast with what's happening and what we plan to do.
Yeah. And how we are also in our lives,
Mhm.
I think it's one way of uh monitoring how I am and how I have been, because it's going to be a source of my information on how was it previous days and previous
Yes.
weeks. So, Tensi, as moderator during our first Saturday conversation, perhaps you can give us now a little look back.
Oh, yes. We had Padma Mangharam Siap with us. She was very, very vibrant because she's very happy to be in the Philippines once again after maybe 2 years in the
Yeah.
States. 2 years.
Hindi naman siguro. 1 year lang no.
1 year. Nevertheless, she really missed the country. And she says, oh, she's happy to be here and she wishes to be here
Right. True.
all the time. Then we also had Cora Hartzog,
Yes.
who is a peripatetic person. I think she has wings on her feet.
Miss Cora, if you're watching, Miss you.
Hello.
I call her Miss Heart.
Yes.
I know she's there
She's there.
because she
Miss
says
Heart and
she
Miss
said that
She'll
I
join
will
online.
just be at
Ay, Leah, she's
yeah,
she's commented.
okay.
Hi,
Wonderful.
Hello. Well, now, Cora, you are the lady with the winged feet because you keep traveling, really traveling from place to place.
Not only that, she had the biggest, as she was saying, the biggest trouble, which was a spiritual journey that she had last year.
Yes.
And that's something really
Something
very
unexpected
impactful.
happened.
Yes.
In the middle of that retreat also.
Her
Yes.
trip to India.
Yeah.
And that was really memorable for her. And for us who listened to her, well, we enjoyed her her sharing.
And I think one of the things that she also brought to us is she has found spiritual friends, not just the
Yes.
ordinary or let's say mutual friend, but this is the spiritual friends that she found here with us. Yes. Next to that was
Well, we had Duncan and Inday with us. They who were at that time far away because they were in Dumanhug, but were very close to us because of their sharing of what they were experiencing at that time, the winds of Dumanhug. So, Miss Ellen,
and they were also sharing with us what was it that they were into at that particular moment
yes,
and how they are expecting 2024 to be.
mhm. All of us had we had a bit of sharing of what we were planning and expecting to do in 2024. But this afternoon, really, really, we are happy because Miss Leah Chavez is with us. She who had disappeared for a while, but is now very much with us. Yes. So Miss Leah, may we hear from you?
Yeah, for 2024, so I always have a planner with me. First, for aesthetic reason, because I like doing my arts and craft, like to put in different colors and my calligraphy also. I'm not good at it, but I'm trying to, I enjoy doing calligraphy. But since you mentioned about journaling, and I also have a separate notebook for journaling because the planner can only just accommodate like the important things, not the journal part. But I also like that you brought up about the journaling because aside from, to be updated of what's happening and to remind yourself of what you plan to do and put everything on writing, it's also putting into writing what's going in my head. So it's also like a conscious effort, like there's so many I'm faced with so many information. There's the internet that in a span of 30 seconds I'm exposed to more than 20 different varying information, and that would somehow influence me subconsciously. And to put things in writing, I would be intentional of what thoughts am I choosing, because the thoughts am I choosing are the reality that I am expecting. So last night I was with my friend and she's very conscious with energy, because I have another friend who's she's a little bit pessimistic or realization. Oh, this is so desperate. This is so hopeless and all. And my other friend is very conscious. No, don't say that, because you are ordering that, you're attracting that. You have to choose your words wisely. And talking about choosing your words wisely, I have to choose my thoughts wisely also. And that writing and journaling every day would somehow help me to choose my thoughts wisely, because in writing I will see how positive I am, how negative I am with my thoughts, what kind of life path am I choosing.
Fine. And probably we would like to suggest that those who can and those who wish to do some journaling so that there's something to look back to in black and white later on.
Actually, I guess journaling is also something like meditating.
It is.
You meditate
In
with
writing.
yourself, no?
Mm.
You reflect and you also talk to God
Mm,
through your writing.
correct.
It's a wonderful practice.
Correct. And I have this notebook of journaling that it has several questions to guide me in my journaling. And the questions were, what went well yesterday? What was the best, like, what what do I consider the best version of me yesterday that I was able to brought up? So basically, the following day, I will always like intentionally make sure I did something best today, so that I have something to write on my notebook. Because the notebook asked me, what's the best thing that I did yesterday? And then how did it impact other people? It asked me something like that. And then it also follow-up question like, what's the best thing that I planned for the day, for today? And then how will it impact other people? So I get that question in my journaling. And then what are the important things that three top important things that I need to do today, and how will I be purposeful in doing such? Because we know that there's no such thing as small roles, even if you're just cleaning your dishes or basically being a rider or being a waitress or a waiter. But if you do it out of love and joyfully, you know that you impact life, right? So when I experience an excellent customer service, I would always say, "Oh, it's so nice to be a waitress," because she's really stellar in what she's doing. And we've heard several times there's no such thing as small roles, because if you do it in your big heart, do it out of love, people will be inspired to do what they do out of love, not just because they're told to do so. It's so different. It has a different impact when you do things out of love, when you enjoy what you're doing, because it's not just about doing what you're doing, but it's also enjoying, like a performer in theater, like effortlessly, let with a smile, with a big heart, and you just simply affect other people's life, and will get inspired. Oh, I have to do as she does. She's happy with what she's doing, even if it's simple.
So, Lay,
Yeah.
you must have had 365 days of impactful living last year.
Last year,
And perhaps you can share with us a few of those things.
there's so many things that went on last year, especially on the family side. So my mom got sick and she's still recuperating right now. She's used to be a social butterfly. I wish she could see this.
Yeah, I
I'll see her
hope
tomorrow.
so.
I'll visit her tomorrow.
Did
But
you invite her?
where in Facebook? She's not so
Yeah.
techy.
Okay.
That's a good thing. Like she couldn't comment. But she'll just ask me, "Oh, you take a photo and then post this in Facebook. Just tag me." She's like that.
Okay.
She doesn't like techie stuff. She likes
Okay.
eating though and socializing like Mr. Herzog. But I'm happy that she's not techie. She's not online. But she's a social butterfly. So I feel a little bit sad for her because going to parties is her happiness. That makes her happy. Although we're not happy with that because she's always in parties. But yeah, it's a struggle to see her not going to her parties and not meeting her friends frequently. And it's
What's
there's
its impact on you?
impact on me. It really like I'm really don't have that nursing skills. I don't have. I don't know why. Maybe
Are you underestimating yourself?
that's not my strength.
You
Yeah,
might,
I have a different
what is
way
your
of.
benchmark for saying that you don't have that
I don't like.
nursing? Do you really have to have that nursing skill to be with your mom and
I'm with her in my own way and make her laugh
yeah.
and annoy her.
But that's still part of nursing.
I
You
know.
nurture her that way. You take care of her that way.
Yeah, I speak to her the way she speak to me before, so just annoy her. But I always tell her that you have to pray that you will recuperate and stop eating food that are worsening your condition. So um the impact to me is that it's really like a reverse now. Before, of course, our moms take care of us when we get sick, and she still does, even if I'm at this age already. And it's parang I couldn't be as nurse and nurturing as she is when somebody gets sick. So I like
Okay.
I don't know what to do. Like I just tell the person, oh, you eat healthy food to heal. Although I also do not eat 100% or all the time healthy food. Like I just moderately eat healthy and not healthy, balance everything. So but I tell her, your favorite food, those are not the food that you need to eat.
Well, last year, how was your life with this
Meds.
this predicament of or the issue of health with your mom? How did you take it? Did it in any way bother you or bug you?
It Well, there was so many things going on also with our siblings because there's like also a conflict that went on.
Okay.
Hi, ate, I'm
Which
sure
is
she's
very
watching.
normal. Which is normal.
Yeah, because everybody got really like freak out. Like, what are we supposed to do? Because we're not used to the one who takes care now getting sick. So, it's used to be that she's the one taking care of us, and now that we don't know what to do when she's the one getting sick. So, the impact for me is really that to eat healthy, and we all really go to that stage already. Like I'm so prepared. Oh my god, I will be like my monsoon.
Is there any fear that you have right now with your mom?
To her condition
When you look at it, when
in
you
the
look at it,
future.
what is the emotion or
Running.
impact it has on you?
For me, that I'll have to gracefully accept the place if I'll have to go there. It's a privilege to get old. It's really a privilege to get old. And I'll have to look back at it na, yeah, I have to enjoy being healthy and young because I couldn't be younger than I am now.
In
Right?
summary, Leah, the situation is keeping you on your toes.
It keeps and grounded also.
and grounded.
Because it really reminds me, oh, I remember my mom so vibrant and young and beautiful and healthy, and now she's still beautiful. Hi, mom. But she's trying to be healthy. She's trying to be vibrant. I'm happy for her that even if she's no longer going to parties, but she's looking forward to the day. I always tell her, oh, if you will not eat those that are supposed to be, you're not supposed to eat, you will go to your parties really soon.
Very soon.
So you have that should be your motivation. Yes, it keeps me grounded because I know that I will not be fresh forever. And it keeps me also detached of, like we'll all wither one day, even if we don't want to. So, it's all about also being calm in that situation because it's really like something we're not familiar with, the dynamics among our sisters. It really created that conflict from of us, but it's my ate who's greatly affected. She's watching for sure. Hi. But my younger sister always talk, oh, we're cool with it because my younger sister and I are like, if we also quarrel, but the next time we're sister, we're quarrel. So, and aside from my mom and staying grounded and not being so attached with being young and not being so attached with whatever what do you call the material thing that would somehow make you delusion that you will live forever and you're staying young forever. Seeing my mom always reminds me, so one day I'll also have my own wrinkles, although she has very little wrinkles, because she doesn't smoke, she doesn't drink alcohol at all, even little, even sip, even wine, she doesn't do all those stuff. And
After all, it's clean living for her.
yeah, it's already clean living. Yeah. But of course she's a lechon eater like me. She doesn't put anything on your face, only during um major occasions like weddings. She doesn't wear makeup and lipstick even. So she always tells, stop wearing makeup. That's ruining your skin. Yeah, it ruined my skin. But yeah, she's still beautiful. And what I'm saying is that we'll have to be kind. We'll have to be compassionate. We'll have to be caring because it's just a cycle of life. Yeah. This time I'm the one who's fresh, and the next time I'll be the one who will be like my mom, because that's a cycle of life.
It's a journey.
It's a journey. Yeah.
And Rudyard Kipling said in one of his poems, life is a highway.
Yes.
And its milestones are the years. So that kept me thinking when I saw that line in grade 6. And I said, oh, and its milestones are the years. Therefore, every year should be significant.
Every year. Correct.
There should be a meaning, or there should be something to appreciate in that year before we get to the next milestone.
Correct.
So probably, well, not in my case, not probably, surely my having been with inner space and in inner space has made me more conscious of those milestones. And since there have been quite a lot of milestones behind me, now I really appreciate this present one I am in. And come to think of it, we are surrounded by other beings who are also taking the journey called life. And while each has his own plans, ambitions, fears, and hopes, all these are actually part of but one big journey towards humanity's desire to be one with the Almighty, our final destination. So in inner space, we learn that every step is a contributing factor towards the next. And each of those steps should impact not only ourselves, but also those around us. In Leah's case, she's very conscious of her mom's situation right now. All of us have something to be conscious about, something to think deeply about. But it's only in the silence of our aloneness that we are able to face the truth, because our encounters with our fellow travelers certainly have an effect on our own steps towards our goal.
Yeah.
So in inner space, although physically we are not in it every day physically, but we are always in that inner space because we carry it with us. And journeying into that inner space makes us think of the bigger outer space and how we relate to everyone in that space. Can we welcome people into our world?
Yeah.
Certainly. After all, they always say that no man is an island. And we were created not alone, we were created with the rest of humanity. And that is why we have to take care of each other because we are all connected. Sometimes there could be conflicts because of we have forgotten that we are one united
Mhm.
divine family. If we were going to get back to our original, we were actually coming from one place, right? And we just came down to fulfill our purpose here. And it so happened that some of us have forgotten our original qualities, being coming from a divine being, that we
Yes.
can have such characteristic as like the soul, we are souls, and we were saying we are peaceful souls. I am a peaceful soul. That's how we always would look at each other. I am a peaceful soul. So the rest that we see are not really bodies, but these are souls too. Now, if we can have that consciousness, I think we would be able to eradicate a lot of things that are not happening so well with us. But I think it's also because we forget to remember that indeed we are inherently good, we are inherently loving, peaceful, pure, and powerful. So sometimes we give up and forget that, deep inside us is an inner power, an inner peace, and an inner purity too. So yun lang, that's how I look at things right now. And perhaps this is one way of reminding me that, Len, 2024 is a year for you to give more. Give more of yourself. Give more of what God has given also, this soul.
And when we give, necessarily we give not only to ourselves, but to others. So we are made aware of the others around us and even those beyond. And not only other souls like us, we also have to consider our environment, nature around us, and all the other beings which supposedly are beneath us. But in my in my aloneness, sometimes I really I have come to believe that whatever has been created by our supreme God, whatever that is, it has a place in his universe. And each of these, the tiniest insect, the biggest beasts, they deserve our respect, and our caring, just as we care for and respect ourselves. So probably if we were more, one with the universe, life wouldn't be so difficult
I'm sure of that.
because we would be more appreciative of what is there. And if we have to aspire for things not immediately palpable, not immediately available to us, it is that very striving that will enrich our lives.
Yeah.
That we want to reach something farther
And
and
beyond.
And also in the process of reaching your goal or your dreams, and you keep facing failure after failure after failure, but you want to look at it like you ask yourself, what made you become for every failure? Because it strengthens you. You learn the word perseverance. It humbles you. So there's a lot of good things when you fail because it makes you a human being. It makes you compassionate. Whereas to winning is good. Winning is sweet. But sometimes winning always makes you arrogant. But failure makes you modest. Failure makes you a human being. Failure makes you relate to the poor souls. And towards the journey of failure after failure after failure, and you develop a character, right? A good character. So if you're facing several failures right now, look at it like it's your opportunity to develop your character. It also gives you an opportunity to connect to the divine power, to your God. Because with failure and when you're at the rock bottom, then you see that there's someone higher and bigger than you because miracles just happen, right?
Sure.
We become humble because we realize that it's in this journey we're not really alone. There's a light guiding us because you things just fall into place when you're already surrender, like, okay, it's up to you, Lord. Diba? It's this is beyond me already, beyond my capacity already. And when that was happening to my father, I said, Lord, this is really beyond my understanding. What's happening? And enlighten me, give me wisdom, give me the lessons that I need to learn and what's happening, because this is not something that I could right away understand in my human capacity. So in the process of reaching our goals, it's not a straight line, definitely. And you've asked those successful people, they fail more than you have failed. So if you think that, oh, 10 times, oh, I've already failed 50 times. But for you never know, for the very successful people that failed 10,000 times. It's more than failures that you face. And it created like a beautiful character in them. And those are lessons, those are wonderful experience to be at.
That happened to me actually. I have not been sick for a long time. And then suddenly I found myself with a lot of aches here and there. I was so feverish. I felt helpless. I felt, just so weak. And I said, this is how it feels to get sick. And all along, I was enjoying life with the vibrancy and energy. And it took that experience for me to say thank you for those wonderful days that I was healthy and, moving around and taking things for granted.
Yeah.
So these are the little, perhaps,
reminders.
enlightenment that I get,
Yes.
no?
And reminders.
Yes, and reminders that, well,
Yeah.
age is catching up. But not only that, the realization that this body is perishable.
It's finite.
It's perishable.
It's finite. It had a beginning and it has an end.
That's the body.
Yeah. So also towards the end of 2023, I got really sick. I caught the walking pneumonia. I think it's running because it's catching up with everybody. So I was very sick for the past last 3 weeks of 2023.
That's a long time.
I
3
know
weeks.
that's really long. And it
Almost
was
a month.
holiday. I just finished all the parties that I need to attend. She got me sick. So I just thanked my body. Oh, thank you for making me healthy during the parties that I need to attend. When the party stopped, that's when I got sick. So it was right
Ibig sabihin
after.
ko lang ba yung party?
Ano?
It must have
It
been
is
lucky.
the
Lucky,
parties.
lucky, ano.
But
More
I
parties to
yeah, I
attend.
appreciate my healthy days. Like I'm always healthy. I'm consciously like I really listen to my body. Like trying to keep me healthy so many times every day. And so I respect it. I have so much respect for my body. I always make sure that it's happy. I always remind myself happy cells so that it will
Yes.
keep on working. Because I look at my body like employees. They have to be happy for them to work, to make sure that they function well. So
You cannot command them if they're not
yes.
in good, ano,
Yeah,
healthy
and they will leave
condition.
me. They will leave
Yes.
me and make me sick if they're not happy. So I always, it starts with my thoughts. I always say, I always process. There's so many things to be upset about, but I always like process it in a way that, let it go. I cannot like allow myself. This is a very short journey. It's a very short journey to be miserable. So, and I don't want to keep that misery that was given to me. It was not originally for me. I'll give it back to where it came from.
You know how they say that receive blessings and accept blessings.
Yeah.
Do not accept sorrow and do
Yeah.
not give sorrow to.
I don't give sorrow, but I do not accept it. Like I just okay, I'm not if it's a visitor, you can stay for 5 minutes and you may leave.
Yes.
Yeah, so you may it's
Exit.
exit now because it's a very short journey, and to be miserable in a very short journey is so sad.
Yes.
It's supposed to be a journey filled with love and compassion and the big word forgiveness. I know it's something like we felt like so hard to give out forgiveness. I also have struggle with that word, but they say that if the pain is so deep, we'll have to forgive several times. So if I'm reminded of something painful memory, I'd say okay, forgiven that, and sometimes get upset again. I'll say okay, forgiven that. So I forgive several times until such time that it will no longer like upset me if it reminds me. Because like I said, it's a short journey, and we know that in a blink of an eye, oh my God, oh, it's already 2024. It was already like 4 years ago, the pandemic. Can you imagine it was 4 years ago when we locked ourselves? So time really flies.
Sorry, I didn't lock myself during the pandemic.
We were locked up.
But you see, yes, there will have to be a time for us to stop and take stock of what's going on within us, around us, and far beyond us.
Yeah.
So 2023 has gone.
Yeah.
We have expressed our experiences during the past year. We have also expressed our plans, many of our plans and many of our hopes for the year that has just begun.
This year.
Yes.
Do you know the 2023 for I'm so also into numerology, right? So 2023 adds to 7. When, di ba? 2 plus 2 plus 3 is 7. And then 7 is a spiritual number, and they say 2023 is about lessons. It's about learning the lessons that you would have learned, should have learned. And for me, yeah, there were so many lessons. I miss out writing all of them, but they're in my head. But I've really seen myself like improved because of the lessons about modesty, about compassion, about being humble, because I'm not fresh, I'm not strong forever, I'm not healthy forever, no matter how I take care of it. And 2024, what is really
What's in it for you?
for 2024, it's a number 8. And we know that number 8 is all about achievement, big things happening. So we want to grab that opportunity that 8 for the energy for Chinese, it's all about it's on your favor. The odds are on your favor. So that in itself is already like a positive outlook for the 2024 that we're in.
So
Yeah.
what we're saying now is we should look at 2024 with excitement.
Excitement.
Yes, and also hope and
Optimism.
Optimism.
Also, all these should spur us to positive action.
Positivity.
That's
Correct.
true. That's
So, what is beyond the first month that's fast going now?
yeah.
What do we see beyond that? For each of us, it will be different.
True. Very
Because we have our own
Priorities.
goals, our priorities, and we meet the people meant for us to be met. But all of us should really be capacitated to see and to be able to plan for ourselves and those around us, and very consciously bear in our minds that we have to go beyond what has passed. And be, if we were strong last year, we should work at more strength this year. And what are our goals for this year? We have to be able to articulate this for ourselves. And if we have our own devices like writing a diary, journaling, or, and underneath all these, being alone with ourselves in what we call meditation, prayer, we should work at it consciously. All these consciously, because salvation doesn't come just like that. We have to work at it.
That's true.
Because we have been given the grace by our Lord Heavenly Father, the grace, the strength, and all these around us, government, people, circumstances, politics, all these are meant to, bring us closer to Him. And it's a matter of outlook, it's a matter of attitude. If these will be fulfilled in us and by us.
Very true.
So 2024, Leah says it's 8, and the very figure 8 speaks of infinity.
Yes.
Let's look at infinity. What is it in each of us this year? Hopefully, we go one step closer to our goal. And each of us, again, has to have our own articulation of those goals we aim at. So whatever we set to do in 2024, let it be one of closeness to ourselves. This self has to be considered all the time, because we are souls housed in a body.
Right.
Yes. And this body and this soul have to work together in friendly terms. And what are those friendly terms? Taking care of both of them, the body and the soul. Taking care of both of them so that together they travel, they journey towards the goal, which
Towards the
is
beyond. Farther and beyond.
which is union with
Yeah.
the infinite. So in inner space, slowly, we work at it.
Yes. True. Very true. For me, I would say that 2024 is going to be a year of defining more my understanding, my patience, and love. Love not just for the self, but for the people around me, especially, and bringing into fruition my love for the one.
For me, 2024 will continue. I know 2023 was all about character development, but 2023 was really the catalyst for that. And I've seen people and even direct family members that somehow I have no right to judge but disappointment, but it was like my self-reflection, and it told myself, if I want to grow old to be wise when I grow old. Like I want each year that I become better each year. Like I don't want to be bitter the older I get. Like I've seen those who have aged but the wisdom didn't improve. So I don't know what their journey was, but it was like my conscious intention that I want to be that every year I get better. Every year that there are lessons. Every year that I am a gift to others. And every year that I don't just improve my life, but all souls that I come across with will have their like beautiful gift from me, and I give them a beautiful thought or a beautiful reinforcement or like a beautiful exchange of energy that they will not remember me and reset. I want them to remember, oh, Leia, it's so fun. Or I was happy with what Leia shared, or I was happy with my experience with Leia. I want to be remembered that way. And I want that when I grow old, still will become a gift to others, because other than also, of course, with the influence of Miss Allen, she is a gift to other people. So I said, I want to be just like Miss Allen, or better, that I'm a gift to other people. Like I don't stop when I'm already at a certain age and say, I'll stop na, like waiting for death already. I want to still continue like Miss Tensi. She's doing social work. She's doing charity work. I want to be that kind of person that I have a purpose. Like I make other lives better, not just my life. So that will continue on. 2023 was a catalyst, and it will continue on in 2024 with my goals. And part of that is, of course, improving my character and improving my journey here, so that because since this is just about life, about body, and I don't know how long I will live here. There's no assurance. At least if that time will come, my journey is worthwhile here. Like it's something that impact in a good way lives of other people, that they won't say, oh yeah, good riddance. You remembered, oh Leia, she was a good soul. I want to be remembered that way. So I hope it would also inspire every one of us, and we'll have that kind of intention each year to have a purpose and not underestimate your role. If you're just a housewife, you're not just a housewife, because my mom, she was a plain housewife, but I think she was
It's no
stellar.
longer plain to be a housewife nowadays.
Yeah, she's not plain. She's actually a very beautiful
Colorful.
housewife. But I can't imagine if it was somebody else taking care of us. So I am myself, because it was mom who was full time taking care of us. It was also nurturing our mindset, our thinking, our philosophy, how I am. I'm actually, if you've seen my mom, I'm so like her, but better version. Oh, it's just I'm so like her. I am my mom's daughter. So
Your mom is so fortunate to have you.
I'm so fortunate to have my mom
Yeah.
also. She influenced so much. Like I have the same mindset with her. She's very she has a very big heart. That's why it's very difficult to be at par in terms of being a huge heart, somebody with a very huge heart. So I want us to all have that intention, that to remember this journey is short, that this is just a borrowed time. We are souls that need to interact, and we are beautiful souls, no matter how horrible the person. We meet really difficult to love people. Yeah, you'll have to like really struggled. How are you gonna love that person? But you just need to breathe in and breathe out and remind yourself that that person is a beautiful soul. And let's keep this journey light, you know, and this journey fun
And that's your
also.
gift, my dear. I
Oh,
tell
thank
you, you make people really happy. She's like a firecracker, you know. Once she strikes the fire, everybody else will be laughing and feeling light.
Yeah, just keep it
Feeling
light.
light, yeah.
And while we flit from one leaf to another, like the fireflies,
Yes.
let us assure ourselves that every encounter would be meaningful.
Would be
Both,
meaningful.
both
Correct.
for the person or the element that we are
Yes.
with, and also for ourselves.
Correct.
So
I like her word when she said conscious intention. Because a lot of times we really forget.
Yeah.
And remembering is very, very essential
Mm.
for us to do as we wish to have a purposeful life, meaningful and impactful to the people around us.
around us, yes. You know, people, oh, they are all sorts of creatures, but we must always remember that at the core of that creature is a soul that is a mirror, that is a replica of the
Divine.
soul
Divine source.
that created
That's true.
everything under us, under him.
And it's really beautiful to have right
Oh,
now.
we have comment.
Yeah. Oh, Helen is here already.
Hello,
So
Helen.
can we bring Helen?
Hi,
Is she in Zoom right now?
Helen.
Dr. Helen Serrano is with us.
She said, being intentional is the big word of the day. Farther and beyond. Look
Yes.
into the most important person in my life, then that's myself. Know and be with my true self more, correct? And this can be done by looking inward more in silence. Then from there, you have the wisdom to share others. That's correct.
Wonderful.
Thank you, Dr. Helen.
That's a very significant contribution right now from Dr. Helen.
And really, those are words of wisdom.
Yes.
I really appreciate them, Dr. Helen. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Yes.
Are we done now?
Can we hear from Dr. Helen even
Hi,
just
Dr.
for a few seconds? She's here with us. Can you join us and say a few words, Dr. Helen? Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Good afternoon, beautiful souls, beautiful ladies. Yeah, I'm sorry it was late from work. I heard a little or most of your chattings this afternoon, and it was really very much enlightening. No, um, well, as I said, this year for me it's really to be intentional. I think it came from Leah. I heard it from you, right? Yeah, to be intentional in what you want to do. So for me, it's really going more into myself because it is uh the self is where you get the wisdom that you want to share with others. Most of the time we go and look outwards. Whenever there is a problem, we look into someone to talk to, but we always forget that the answer, the wisdom is actually within the self, right?
Right.
Because we are spiritual beings. This morning I had, patients who had this, I should say, the fourth stage of cancer. And really, when you talk to them, you will see in their eyes the deep, uh, deep desire to live more. And when I introduce to them that you shouldn't have that fear because we are all spiritual beings, and as a soul, you are eternal. You don't die. And when you look at your body, sometimes you still um, really wanted to live on despite all the sufferings that you are having, I would tell them to look deeply into the self and knowing that as a soul, you are always there. And this is just the body that you can always come back to in another lifetime. So, what's important now is to just have the hope and live on, but remove the fear.
Yeah.
Because you will see in their eyes a lot of fear, a lot of hopelessness, and really, it touches me even until now, even if I've been in practice for many, many years. Just sharing. That's all.
That's a beautiful
Thank you,
thought.
doctor. What beautiful thoughts you have given your patients today. And those are invaluable truths that you have shared with them. So thank you very
Yeah.
much. And please don't think you were late in joining us.
You're just on time
You
right
were on
now.
time.
So you are winding up.
Yes. Thank you very much. And let me take this opportunity to thank you for doing meditation with us, sharing your thoughts with us the whole year through.
See you.
Doctor.
We'll see you again.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Thank
Yeah.
you very much,
Alan.
doctor.
Okay. So at this point, can we have a few moments of silence to end our meditation?